Good morning. Good morning. Scriptures are quite interesting this week. There's a whole lot of stuff in there. So just work with me as we unpack some of that. There's a story in the histories of churches of a church that had two deacons that didn't quite get along. And they were always going back and forth at each other and trying to outdo one another. And one Sunday, one deacon put a peg in the back of the church so the pastor could hang up his coat. And when the other deacon found out, he was angry. So angry that how they started arguing and fighting, and actually split the church. And today the residents of Mayfield County still refer to the two churches as the Peg Baptist Church and the Anti-Peg Baptist Church. Really? The things that we allow to divide, the things that we allow to separate us, to put us into Camp A and Camp B. Do you remember the game Musical Chairs? You know, it seemed like a fun game, but when we kind of looked at it, there was some setups and some stuff going on with the game. Oftentimes, you started out as friends, but when it started getting a little closer, you don't care if that was your friend or not. Get out the way. I'm sitting down. And we started, even at some young ages, learning how to be exclusionists, learning how to worry about, because at the end of the game, only one person survived. And that person got the prize for knocking everybody else off. And we learned how to do this in schools. And we became part of the late club. And we were part of that group. The ones where if you didn't act a certain way or dress a certain way, you didn't hang with us. And there were some folks who would dress not part of that clique, not part of that team. And we just left them on the side. They weren't down. And we excluded people. And it went on to the job. We did what we had to do to make it to where we are. And sometimes that meant bumping some people off so we could move on up. And sometimes it wasn't done out of malice or anger. It was just we were trying to get what we were trying to get to. But this wasn't what we were taught, that you had to be a part of this crowd. And you had to be a part of that crowd. You see, let's talk about the setup. So for the game, you have to set it up, right? You have to lay the chairs out right, one facing this way, one facing that way. You got to tell people the rules. You got to have the music set up. And you got to tell people what the prize is, because you ain't going to go through all that if you ain't getting some kind of a prize. Work with me here. Then you got to choose the contestants. There's got to be the right amount of contestants, because if there are 10 seats, they have to be one short, right? Somebody can't get a seat, so there's 10, there got to be 11 contestants, because somebody, when the music stops, don't get to sit down. The game, when the music begins, we know we start to crawl around those chairs real slow and a little faster. And we know the winner is whoever gets to sit down. Now let's hold that thought in your mind and let's go to Scripture. What has just happened? And it happened in the Old Testament reading and in the Gospel reading. The setup was the question: who had the right to perform miracles in Jesus' name? Or as in the Old Testament, well, they didn't come to the circle, so how could they be prophesying? They ain't come to church, they can't do that. competition for recognition of status. The game was who can do this? Who is one of us? Because if you're not one of us, you shouldn't be doing that. Jesus stopped them. Moses stopped them. They're not one of us. They didn't come through the door like we came through the door. They didn't sit in that seat like we sat in that seat. But interesting enough, who was the winner? It wasn't the disciples. It was the man who was casting out demons in Jesus' name. And what did he say? Jesus said, do not hinder him. For there is no one who will perform a miracle in my name and be able soon afterwards to speak evil of me. For he who is not against us is for us. The disciples were ready to be a stumbling block. They were ready to get in the way of someone's healing. They were ready to be a block. Why? Were they being malicious? No, you just weren't part of us. You weren't down with the Episcopal clan. You them other folks, y'all speaking in funny tongues and stuff. And y'all go to church all day and whatever. We have hundreds of excuses why we exclude them because they don't do it like us. Do we not know a house divided against itself cannot stand? Do we not know that if we who call ourselves the house of God are not together in unity, how can we expect to stand? Jesus warns us about being stumbling blocks. Can you ever think of a time where someone was a stumbling block from you doing something? Where because of someone's actions, words, thought, facial expression, something stopped you from going ahead and taking part in something or doing something. You came along, you were ready to do it, you saw something, you're like, I'm not down with this. Or you ever overheard a comment that turned you off totally and you just walked away. Sometimes never to come back. I tell a story of Reverend Taylor, and I love when he tells it. Reverend Taylor, before he came to the church, he showed up at church one Sunday. He had been out of church for years. If you don't know who Reverend Taylor is, that's my Baptist pastor. And he said he came into this church dressed the best he had. He said at least he had a shirt on, button-down shirt. And when service was over, one of the deacons came to him and said, brother, did you enjoy the service? He said, actually I did. He said, next time, could you wear a jacket? Took him 20 years before he came back to church. 20 years surpassed from the time that someone did that, put a stumbling block in his path before he even came back, stepped foot back in the church. What am I saying? I'm saying that oftentimes, based on our tradition, upon the way we've always done it, upon how we've always acted, upon who I am and where I sit and what I do, that we become stumbling blocks for others to enter into the kingdom, to enter into the worship, to enter to be a part of, because we have secluded and separated ourselves. He says it's better that you put a millstone around your neck. Think about it. He says, basically, go dive off a cliff. Then you stop someone from entering into the kingdom. It says if your hands offend you, if your feet offend you, if your eye offend you, pluck it out. That's a hard saying at first. But let's break it down. First of all, when he says offend you, it means if you do something that's going to offend or stop someone else. Our hands are our livelihood. We work with them. We talk with our hands. I do anyway. We shake with our hands. We greet with our hands. We say goodbye with our hands. Our hands do so many things. But yet our hands offend. They take. They push away. They cause offense. If our hands are causing us offense, we need to stop and go, what are we doing? And when God says to cut it off, he says, if you're doing something that's separate, stop doing it. Not in the sense of cutting off your hands, because if that's the case, there'll be a whole lot of handless, footless, blind people running around in this place. about growth. We want to go somewhere. How can we go somewhere if a house is divided? Talking about growth, about the church growing. And I was at a conference a few years back, and I remember the teacher saying something that was so pivotal to me. He said, if 40 people walked in your church today, why would they stay? Why would they stay? What would it be to make them feel so welcome? And I said, well, we are welcome in church. We treat everyone with love and respect. That's great for the outside, but what happens when we don't treat each other that way? What happens when we treat every visitor with love and respect, but yet we fail to treat each other with love and respect? A house divided cannot stand. I'm getting back to the simple point that we treat others outside great, but we sometimes don't treat each other so nice. And it comes to a point, home folks, where it's time to cut off that arm. It's time to cut off that foot. It's time to pluck out that eye. Because then Christ goes and he says, everyone is like salt will go to the fire. Let's talk about that fire. If you've lived long enough, you've been through some fire. You've been through some stuff. And yes, some of that stuff causes us to become who we are. And yes, some of that stuff, those stumbling blocks have caused us to become angry. Some of those stumbling blocks that others have put up has hurt us. Oh, we won't admit it. We'll still walk in with a smile. How you doing? Well, I'm blessed and highly favored. And on the inside, we're hurting. We're upset. We're angry. How do we get past that? How is it that we become useless salt? Now, I have never met salt or used salt that ain't had no flavor. I haven't run into it yet. But can you imagine getting some seasoning and put it on your food and starting to eat and go, what's in this thing? It has no life. But that's how we become when we become bitter, angry, and upset. We're just present with no life. It's like putting seasoning in the soup and they ain't doing nothing. I don't know y'all, but I don't like bland soup. Truth be told, I like a little kick in my soup. Don't forget the dumplings, but that's another story. But the reality is, we have to be the salt. And salt adds flavor. Salt adds life. Salt is also what's used to hold things, make it last a little longer. In those times, salt was a currency. Soldiers sometimes got paid in salt because you can keep your meat, you can use it for so many things. But we are the salt of the earth if we have life. We're called to do that four-letter word thing I talk about all the time. We're called to love. And love does not require that I like you. Let's say it one more time. Love does not require that I like you. It requires that I'm going to look past your faults, because thank goodness you look past mine, and I'm going to love you. Too often we can see the other faults, because oftentimes, some days I look in the mirror, it's like, thanks God for loving me, because some days I wonder. But we can easily see the faults of somebody else. It's real easy, right? You can see a person walking down the street and start picking them apart. Oh, gosh. Did they look in the mirror before they left the house this morning? Oh, man, look at them shoes. That don't even match. All right? We start picking them apart because we can see their faults. Missing the fact that, wow, we got a piece of toilet paper sticking on the back of our shoe. All right? Missing the fact that how I didn't look right and one sock is blue and one sock is black. Happens more often than not. We sometimes miss our own faults because we're busy looking at the world and looking at other people's. But love says, guess what? I know I got some faults. Truth be told, I know I got a whole lot of them. But I'm going to ask that you love me in spite of my faults. That we love each other in spite of our shortcomings. That we love each other in spite of who we are and where we are because God is calling us to love.
Amen.
He's calling us to love. And it's not easy because some folks, you just got to love from a little bit of a distance. And some folks, sometimes you got to give them some room. But that don't mean you don't pray for them. That don't mean you don't care for them. That don't mean you don't check on them. It just means that sometimes it's harder to get to a place where we can come together. But if the body of Christ can't love one another, how can we say we can go out and love the world? How can we say we're a body of Christ if we can't come together and say, hey, I love you. And I mean that. And I'll be there for you. And I might not agree with the way you do stuff. And I might not agree with the way you act. And I might not agree with some of the things you said about me. That's right. But I'm going to love you. And I'm going to love you. And I'm going to love on you. And God knows I'm going to take care of you even when you don't expect it. Because this is what God